In this problem, it says simplify this expression by substituting x equals sine theta. So all we have to do is plug x equal to sine theta and see what happens. So let's do that. Now, so let me write down solution. So this is what I need to rewrite. The numerator is x, which is just sine theta, over square root of 1 minus x square is simply sine square theta. Now notice 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. So I can rewrite the denominator as square root of cos square theta. And square root of cos square theta is either positive cos theta or negative cos theta, depending on the sign of cos theta. So if it is positive cos theta, then you can write this as sine theta over cos theta. And if you assume that theta is in the first quadrant, so let's assume that theta is in the first quadrant as well, which means 0 is less than theta less than pi over 2. In that case, cos theta is positive. So this is going to be equal to tan theta. So notice this complicated expression simply turned into tan theta. And these kind of substitutions are going to be extremely useful later on. So if you notice something like x over square root of 1 minus x square, it might be difficult to work with, but it might be easier to work with something like tan theta. So this is what you could do if you know your trig identities and then you do the algebra. Now there's one other way I want to show how to think about that. So you're given that x equals sine theta. So let's write down one other way to get to this answer. So x is sine theta. And if you recall, sine theta is nothing but opposite over hypotenuse. In that case, I want to draw a right triangle. And I want to call one of the acute angles as theta. So sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Now, x can be written as x over 1. So I want to write x here opposite over hypotenuse 1. And then I can figure out the other leg using the Pythagorean theorem. It turns out to be square root of 1 minus x square. And then you can see that this ratio, x over square root of 1 minus x square, is just opposite over adjacent, which is nothing but, so let's write this down, opposite over adjacent, and that is nothing but tan theta. So picture would have given us it right away, and even if we did not recall that identity.